Hey family, Lucian Godfrey here, and welcome to the first episode of the Lucian
Yeah.
Godfrey podcast.
Yes. It's
I've
finally
got
launching.
100%. It's been a while, hey? Coming
It's been a dream.
100%. I can't even believe that the day actually
Sure,
happened.
sure.
I've got with me here my good friend, MK's,
Yes.
Mr. Enock Mteleni.
Yes.
So, Enoch, share with us what was life like growing up and where were you born?
Me. Life was honestly, now that I'm older, it feels like life was better back then. But life was okay, man. I feel like because I had family, everything felt okay, normal. And I'm from Limpopo. That's where I'm born in a
Okay,
town called Zanin,
sure.
in Goa. I'm Tonga as well. That's my main language. Um, yeah, life was good. Life honestly was great. I kind of miss it for some reason. I keep thinking about it many times. I'm like, ah, man, I wish I was still there. But looking to where I am now, um, I think life is much better now, of course. Yeah, but the growing up was had its struggles,
Yeah.
crazy moments, happy moments, but I think I dwell most on my happy moments than my
Sure.
bad experiences. Yeah.
100%. So, guys, if you do not know as yet, but this podcast is basically about people that have reached success in
Mm,
basically anything. And yes, we are going to speak much about business
yeah.
because we want to create opportunity for our viewers. And this is not one of those podcasts where
Yes.
you just get the your emotions is stirred
Yeah.
and you're inspired, but you have no tools.
Mm,
So the idea around it is obviously to share tools and
yes,
how
yes.
to's. And many a times you're gonna see myself on the podcast, but even if you don't see, just know
Yes.
that the quality of the videos and everything is on the background,
Sure,
etc.
sure. Awesome, awesome.
So, where did the passion come from in terms of videography, photography, etc.?
Sure. I think that one is it came directly from God because it dropped in randomly. So when I was doing my first year at NMU, 2020, then COVID happened. Then the following year, when we came back, then for some reason I started to see. Actually, I first started to edit people's pictures. I would find pictures and then I would edit them on my phone. And then I started to see, actually, I like this. I like editing pictures. I like stuff that are looking appealing. Then I started to charge people. They're
Sure.
paying me to literally edit
So then it turned
with
into a
literally
business.
just the iPhone settings. And then
Sure.
that's where business came through from that. Then I was like, okay. And then I sold my keyboard, bought my first camera. Um, then yeah, that's where it was birthed. I think because I also grew up watching a lot of movies, a lot of TV for that matter, cartoons, everything, stuff like that. I had that thing where I had a desire to just see stuff, appealing pictures and all of that. And that's when
Mm.
I feel like I started to develop the actual love for film and photography.
And obviously it turned into a business.
Yeah.
And most people would say, you know what, find a real job
Yes,
or,
yes. Mm,
So share with us some of the lows and also anyone watching this maybe
sure.
wanting to pursue a career in photography,
In
videography.
photography. It's
Uh,
possible. That's all I can say. Anything that's here's the funny thing. People make money through what they are good at.
sure.
Many people have painted the fact that you need to be a doctor, you need to be a what for you to actually make money. But there's someone who literally the sports that we watch, the videos,
Hmm.
like when you're watching soccer, someone's getting paid to show you what you actually say, the
Sure.
pictures you post,
Yeah.
all of those things. And it's because they love it and they're actually making money out of it. So anything that you have a desire and you know you're good at can be sewing, can be gardening, can be anything, painting. Just because it's not easy to get to that shouldn't make you to not want to pursue it like as an actual career. It's possible to do it when you meet the right people and everything like that. and just go in the right channels, I can say as well. It's possible. So don't compromise what you want to do for a living, and neglect it. Spend time on it, research how did people that are already in that
Yes.
industry do it, and then you try to follow that footprint, and then you will see that okay, God is actually even gracing me because He gave you that gift so that it can bring food for you. Like you literally can't suffer. You can't suffer. You can literally survive off of it. So it is possible to make a career out of filming photography. That's why people go to school to study it. It doesn't mean you have to go there, but if you work on your craft and you show people what you can do, people will buy into that.
So for those who are viewing and maybe thinking of pursuing a career in photography, videography, just to push them over the
Yes,
cliff and make them make that decision,
sure.
what was your most paid gig what you've made in one day?
In one day. And that's the funny thing about it. It's like you actually make it in one day and you don't have to wait for for like the end of the month. I think ever since I experienced that, I've just been thinking it's so fascinating. So the most I've actually made from one gig in one day, it's 30K.
30K.
30,000, 30,000 rands.
So that,
And like thinking about it now is like, what?
yes,
And that is that, and I know that it's not even the most I can make. I can
sure.
even make literally even 500K in a day.
Sure. And that is what this podcast is about, is basically interviewing people and learning how they got to it.
Sure.
Obviously, you can share a bit about how you are willing to help others learn
Yes.
the
Yes.
skill.
Definitely.
Because people have been asking you.
Yes, my bro, show me how to do this, show me how to do this. Yes, so we are working on launching a program that can be able to teach you, even if you are a person who has never shot anything, has never edited anything from beginner to advanced or even intermediate to advanced, so that you can be able to learn the skill for yourself. Um, then you can do it because it's good to learn from people that have already done it, because especially if you see that they've actually succeeded in that. Yeah, so we are going to be launching a program that will be teaching. So technically it's like courses that you can take. Yeah, and they will have practicals where we can actually take you to an actual gig where you see the real world, where you're actually shooting either pictures or videos,
Sure.
so that when you get that gig for yourself, or even if you get it through us, because we know we've trained you to be able to be capable
Sure.
of doing the work, then we refer you as someone and you can handle the gig alone, and then from there you can be able to teach someone else, and there you can even start your own business, literally. Yeah.
100%.
But you, Mr. Lucian, the man of the hour for the podcast, where are you from? Like, what is your story? Where do you come from? And just tell us about yourself. What do you do and all of that?
So growing up, I'm basically born and bred in Port Elizabeth,
Sure.
and now known as Gqeberha.
As Gqeberha, Gqeberha.
So yeah, I grew up. My first 15 years lived in Shoreville, northern
Sure.
areas, and then stayed in the northern areas. Moved to Malabar Extension 6. It's
Okay.
basically a piece of informal settlement,
Okay. Okay.
a piece of land where
Sure.
we waited until 2004 for government to give us an RDP house.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the very same year that I matriculated. So I
Okay.
grew up with my four siblings and my mother, my other three siblings and my mother, and I've always had the desire for more. Obviously,
Yeah.
I believe that everyone
We
watching
should,
this,
yes, you better want
we
more.
obviously, yeah, because that is how God created us.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
this is not the ceiling.
Hmm.
And I do still have a father, yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I was 9 months old when him and my mother separated,
Okay.
but he is in my life,
Nice,
and yeah,
amazing,
so
amazing.
that's amazing. However, I went into construction. I did a lot of things. I
Okay.
did construction. I even cooked Chinese food.
This
It was
man,
a-
who taught you how to cook
ish.
Chinese food?
Yeah, I literally had to learn in the kitchen. I was working for Mr. Chow's, but yeah,
Mm.
nonetheless. Um, Before I went full time into business,
Okay.
I was driving Uber, and on weekends and during the week I would work as a courier driver. So I was
Oh,
constantly driving,
sure. And was that tiring?
extremely. I actually drove from Port Elizabeth to George on a daily basis. George is like 450 kilometers from here,
Yes.
so
And you still have to come
I
back.
still have to come back. So in the morning you leave here 3 o'clock, and you
8 a.m.
get yeah, and you get there maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Then you must work and then travel back. So my kids literally they saw me. They didn't see me on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays because on Sunday nights when they go sleep, before they get up on a Monday morning, I'm gone. And by the time I get back, they are asleep because I get back like 11 o'clock at night, etc. You know,
Just
so then I knew that I need to upskill myself.
sure.
Just my matric is not going to do.
So that this was after you had your metric.
Yes, after my matric,
Okay.
and I went to college, but I was just married. So the first year that I was married, 2014, I went to college, dropped out within 6 months because I mean I'm a father, I'm a husband,
Mm.
I'm the provider, and but I knew that there must be a way to
Sure.
obviously
Yes. To
guide
make a better.
to improve my life or
Hmm.
become more valuable in the marketplace.
Hmm.
Because I understood that one person gets 2,000 rand per month and the next person gets 20,000 rand per month working for the same company. What's the difference
Just
between them?
yeah.
And I always tried to figure that out. And I came to the realization it is the value that you obviously bring. So after landing in hospital, I gave it a real thought that, you know what,
Hmm.
I need to now do something. I wrote about it in my book for those of you who read the book.
He's a writer. He's a writer.
Yeah, so then I made a decision, you know what, I'm going to pursue entrepreneurship after hearing from another entrepreneur how to increase your income. From
Hmm.
there, I basically, someone told me about cryptocurrencies. That is where I really now had my break.
Hmm.
And I started teaching people how to actually use their skill and make
Yeah.
an income from it.
Hmm.
Hence, we connected so
Yes.
well, you
Easily
know.
so well. Yes. So, Mr. Lucian, what would you say is the easiest way? Obviously, there's no easy of anything,
Sure.
but the best way to approach starting a business or even like a small business?
You actually mentioned earlier you need to actually find someone that is successful in it and
Yes.
just model it. Don't
Sure.
want to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, I guess.
So what I did is, was to buy those books of Russell Brunson
Okay.
and learn how to take my skill and then basically profit from it. And because it is an American writer, I when I followed it, I saw it didn't work here. But as soon as I learned what successful businesses do in Port Elizabeth, I tweaked it, and within 3 months, I made 300K.
Maybe. What?
So anyone watching this can but literally use their skill and then turn it into a product because there's always someone that can learn from you.
Yes.
And that is where Cinematic Edge obviously comes in, where
Yes.
people can come in, record their content in good quality.
Yes.
Because I used to, like, I started off with my old phone, and I don't say that people can't start off with
Yeah,
that.
yes.
You can definitely do that. I started with my old phone and I started teaching people what I know, and then I grew from there. But as soon as I actually paid a videographer 7,000 rand for 2 videos. One video was 5,000,
Yeah.
and the other was 2,000. And the video of 5,000 rand made me over 100K. So then I said, no, I want to constantly produce such quality
Yes,
videos.
yes, yes. So you were buying the
I
quality
was buying the
basically.
quality, and then what I did was to then buy the equipment. But I also understand that not everyone out there is willing to fork out a
Yes,
couple of hundred K,
yes,
for the
yes.
equipment. So that is where the studio comes in, where
Yes.
anyone can basically start a business today, and we will obviously do the recording,
The
etc.,
recording and their
and
marketing
teaching
and
them the marketing,
yes,
etc. So all of that, but it's in the description. So for those who are interested in
yes.
taking their skill to the next level, or
Yeah.
turning their um, skill into profits, then yeah, in the description, and yeah, people can learn. In fact, they can download the free guidebook,
Nice.
and just
Nice.
learn how they can take whatever. In fact, there are coaches who teach people how to jump high and making millions from it.
And making millions
So
out of
whether
it.
you are baking, whether you are welding, whether you are a musician like yourself,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
You can make money out
there's
of it.
endless
Literally, I make
opportunity.
money out of being a musician. I get
Sure,
gigs. I'm teaching people how to play piano
sure,
because that's mostly what I major in. People call me for concerts. They were like, "Hey, we would like you to play and produce and direct this show," and then they pay me what I asked them to pay me because they see the value in something that most people can do, but they're just not using it, and I use it to my advantage. I offer those lessons, and now I'm having a lot of people. So the more people that I'm getting, and it's a word of mouth. People
sure,
get to hear, hey, this person is doing this and it's actually good. My kid has improved. I'm gonna refer you to another person. Then now I can bring up and be like, hey, cool, I have a lot of clients. Now I can actually make an actual school, employ other people that I know are very good at the work. Then I don't have to always be the one teaching.
sure.
Then now I've established a business because I started with one, two people, and then now I grow it to like that. Same with photography. We're starting the studio, Cinematic Edge Studios, which is the first branch is in Gqeberha, GQ, Port Elizabeth. Um, this is where a lot of great things that we always see outside of South Africa or maybe in
Sure.
different provinces is going to happen. Many people will see, hey, it's actually possible to do this thing because the way this thing has happened is it's like we felt this is a vision we have and we present it, and God knows this is the vision that we have, then we went with it. And now we are launching. Everyone is asking about it. Everyone wants to shoot here. Many jobs are going to come out of
Yeah.
this. Many people are going to get skills from this as well. And we're going to branch out to all the provinces in South Africa, even abroad. So when you hear that the cinematic edge, Paris,
Yeah.
Paris, then just know we have hit international. And yeah, it's
I
just
think
amazing.
I think many may be thinking, but I want mine unique, like my set, etc. So it's
Yes. Oh,
important to mention
yes,
that, you know
yes,
what,
yes.
we could,
Different
we
sets,
could actually get up to 100 different sets here.
literally in
So
this
it's
space.
big enough, etc. So one can always make it unique for what they have in mind.
Yes. And we take pictures. It's not just videos only, of course. So we
Yeah,
are a studio that does in-studio shoots, headshots, engagements, baby shoots. We also do outdoors shoots as well.
sure.
So we do weddings, all kinds of events, corporate events, everything. You get good quality video, audio, everything. And yeah, you can never go wrong with Cinematic Edge. It's gonna be a brag, like the fact that my wedding or something, my shoot,
Yes,
my graduation was shot by Cinematic Edge because it's with people that are passionate and they have your your best interest in heart. So yeah, so stay tuned to that. And now you'll be seeing a lot of the Lucian Godfrey um, podcast. This is the first episode. Is this the first episode? It is, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of many more to come. We'll be bringing in a lot of people that are from Port Elizabeth that have made it, people that have also left as well to different countries
Sure.
so that they can tell you about the experiences they've had and all of that. We're not saying don't leave the world or the country or anything like that, but where opportunities present you, people that are from
Sure.
here who started like his life where they stayed in an informal settlement and all of that to show you how possible it is, to give you the tools to inspire many people to see that it's possible for them to, so anything that you can feel, think, because that's what happened with him. He could see that there's more to this. I want more in life. And what you can envision, you
Sure.
can also achieve. So yeah, and just putting God first because everything is possible through Christ. So that is how we have achieved everything that we have. It's not by our own strength or anything like that, but it's Him helping us. So yeah, for you to be alive till today, that shows you have a chance to be something big in your life, like
Definitely.
for many generations to come too. Yes, Mr. Lucian.
So, family, thank you so much for tuning into the first episode. And know that this is the podcast where you can actually come to and actually
Yes.
learn a specific skill or learn from someone
Yes.
who have made it in a specific industry. So, like, I'm sure that many, for instance, who might had success
Yeah.
moved out of the location
Yes.
or moved out of your El Dorado Park, out of the
Yeah.
northern areas in
Yeah.
Port Elizabeth or Mitchell's Plain in Cape Town.
Sure.
But those are the people that will be on this show and actually sharing what they did. And everyone wants better for their families. And I even moved out of the northern areas, but that didn't stop me from actually sponsoring and still working to improve the
Yeah,
community
the
where I come from.
community itself.
So, family, thank you so much for tuning in and
Yes.
looking forward to seeing you in my next. And to my co host,
Yes,
Enoch,
brother
thank you
man.
so much. I'm looking forward to this. And
Yes.
let us know in the comments where you are tuning in from.
Yes. If you have questions, please drop them there. Then we're gonna talk about the topics that you would like us to cover. Yeah, we're here to serve you basically and make your life amazing.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thanks
See you
everybody.
guys.
Bye. It's a wrap. Oh my god.